Alright, hello everyone. I am going to be replacing the CPU on my PC. Figured I would document this just like the graphics card. This is a W3690. I'm replacing the CPU on my Intel Xeon Z400 Workstation. I've had this baby for quite a few years. So, just as like a comparison test, we're going to compare startup. So I'm going to start it up now, and I'm going to set a timer comparing how long it takes for this thing to fully start up. So let's do that. Okay. Shebang. Alright. We'll be back when the PC is fully on and ready to operate. Okay, it just turned on about 2 minutes ago. Less than that, I'd say, like a minute and a half. That's how long it took. This is my normal everyday. If I want to use my computer, I know that I need to just turn it on in advance, and then I go and I wait, and then in time it does turn on, but after waiting quite a while. It works fine. I can play games. I can play modded Minecraft 1.7.10, 40 frames. I don't really do much else. I can edit videos, but my video editing is just suffering a lot. I can't look at the thing on the screen, so we're going to take this baby apart and we're going to switch this. It came with thermal grease. I didn't know that. So I went to the store before knowing that and I bought this. So we're going to put it in. Let's do it. Alright, so we're going to turn this baby off. Okay, here we go. Putting the 50-pound beast on the table. So, let's open her up. Here is the CPU. She's pretty hot. I know that there's like certain things that I'm not supposed to touch, but I'm just gonna assume that the really dangerous stuff is in there. I'm gonna just give this like a little tap and take a look at what kind of stuff I gotta unplug. I gotta take this plug out. Plug! Okay, that's unplugged. Now, this looks like I can just take this out normally. So let's do that. Now, there's a whole bunch of special doodah going on here. I'll put all my PC specs on the screen right now so that if you're a PC junkie, you can tell me all the things that I'm doing right or the things that I'm doing wrong. All I know is that this motherboard is old, and because it's old, I can't just go ahead and put any old CPU in there willy-nilly. I have to get something that is new to the point of like new enough for this machine, but not so new that it's not compatible. That's why I got the one that I got off eBay for like 50 bucks. I wonder why it's so like bolted down like this. Is it gonna frickin' fly away? Okay. Wow, look at that. That thing is dusty. Okay, I'm supposed to do this very delicately. This thing, this new thermal paste, comes with this little scraper device. So I'm assuming the scraper is for scraping the goo. Look at that. Look at that. Nasty. Okay. Let's do this. This is a delicate process. Bam. There's a whole bunch of extra stuff in the way. I gotta unscrew that too. Yo, this one works. Oh, I'm freaking silly. I didn't have to do any of that. I want to do this as delicately as possible. I want like some forceps or something, but whatever. I know I'm not supposed to hold it like that, but here it is, the old one. Here's the new one. The old one is a W3550. This new one is going to be a W3690. The old one is 3.06 gigahertz. The new one is 3.46 gigahertz. Seems pretty reasonable to me. So let's just get that baby in there. I don't want to touch the bottom of it at all. I guess that's it. Okay. First let's. Oh, come on, man. Okay, I'm just gonna finger smash that in there. To be honest with you, I don't really think it matters too much. We'll find out later. Alright, just press that down. Yeah. Shebang. There we go. And we'll take this alien powder. This is high performance thermal paste. Okay, I paid a pretty penny for this, which, you know, you get what you pay for, so I guess I shouldn't be upset. Alright, I said I can just do whatever. That looks good enough. I'll get all this freaking dust off. I'm going to do another layer on here, and I'm going to kind of go along the guidelines of what was there before. Okay, let's pop this baby in there. What I'm going to do first is get a Phillips, and I'm going to clean off this thing because it looks atrocious. It's got these crazy doodads on here that is making it really hard to access. Well, let's go for it anyway. Come on! Look at that. The dust is caked in there. Can't even really see it. I really want to get that out. You can see it all on the walls. I imagine that can't be good for the CPU. I just kind of jammed the screw in there. Made it work. I'm not going to take the last one off. I'm literally just going to move it like so. Okay. Now I've got access to all the goods. Look at all that. You see that? I'm so glad I did this to open that out. That's years, bro. Vacuum suction ought to do the trick. so you can get like an idea of what's going on here. You're on a tripod, but I really don't want to move the tripod out of the way. This is what I'm doing. If I had a compressed air canister, this would be super easy. And I had an option to get a compressed air canister at the store today, and I thought to myself, no, I don't need that. Okay, so now we need to reassemble this thing. I have a delicious plate of food waiting for me. I want to eat it. Look at this food, it looks so good. But business comes first. So, if that's going to be like that, I need this to be like this. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay. Now we implant 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Okay. Okay. Now let's put the doodad back in here. Okay. That should be it. Place the cover back on here. And we're going to pray to God that we did not mess up our PC and that we actually did it correctly. And that God's going to be like, oh my God, congratulations. You did it. I'm so proud of you. Hee 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 hee. Alright, we're going to plug all the cords back in. Okay, here we go. I'm going to plug a lot of stuff, but we're just going to plug it out. Alright, y'all. We are going to start the timer. Let's go. Okay, I don't know what this means, but it's not looking super promising so far. Just took longer this time. I mean, it's definitely an upgraded CPU, and the computer still seems to be functioning. So I'm wondering what kind of effect it's actually gonna have, if any. All I really needed to do is be able to edit videos without it looking like crap. So I'm gonna open up the editor. Just stop this, there's just no freaking point. We're gonna load up the editor, and this is the real moment of truth, because I don't care if it takes long on startup if I can see what I'm doing when I'm editing a freaking video. So let's find out. BMW 2006 325i. Okay. Alright. Honest opinion. Is it everything that I hoped for it to be? No. However, it is not completely useless. This wasn't for absolutely nothing. It's still very choppy going through the footage, so I'm guessing next up is graphics card for sure. But there are a few key differences that are there. It is faster by like a fraction. I'd say that this is like 5 to 10% better than it was before. The playhead on the editor is moving slightly faster, And there's this one part where, I don't know if you can see this. If you're a video editor, then you understand. But there's a succession of clips right here that takes place over probably 3 seconds. On this one, the other CPU, I could not see anything on that screen. Whenever that played, it would just be one static image, and that's it. Now when I play it, it's like 4 or 5 static images, which is an improvement. That's better. So, I mean, it's not smooth, but whatever. I'm happy that this wasn't like for literally nothing. So, you know. Einstein, say hi. Say hi. Say hi, good boy. Yes, say hi. That's gonna be that. Yeah. How-to video over. Goodbye. Love you.